Yeah, I ran this 19 pounds down quarter and the knock sensors weren't too happy, but turned them off now, so no issue.
So Jake's turned up to the dyno with his stock standard V6 Commodore, yeah mate?
Yeah, close to stock.
Close to stock. I saw under the bonnet and I was like, oh, if you left the bonnet down, you'd never really pick it, would you?
That's what I want.
Yeah, I mean the tyres look a little bit performance orientated, but apart from that, she's dead stock. Do you want to tell us a bit about what you've done to it?
So basically, from the outside, apart from the tinted taillights, it's a little bit lowered. Changed the wheels from the factory ones to the VYSS wheels.
Yeah.
Under the bonnet.
All the action's under the bonnet. Yeah, let's open the bonnet. So is this a factory blower engine or?
No, this is just a 3.8 NA Ecotech.
Okay. Every time I see these setups, I always see the comments on the internet, why wouldn't you just put an LS1 in it? But it obviously never starts out as like that, does it?
My mate over there's got this exact car with an LS1 in it.
Yep.
And wanted to be a little bit different.
Yep.
I had an Ecotech as my first car, and from then I always wanted to have a turboed one. So, once I finally got off my P's and had some spare coin.
They make pretty good torque, don't they?
Yeah, this has never seen a dyno yet.
Oh, okay.
All closed road tuned. Gone down the quarter at Calder Park, and that did 12.7 at 113 mile. Horrible 60 foot because stock converter and stock gears in the back of it.
Yeah, 113. Look, that suggests you've probably got a 12.2 in it.
Yeah.
Without really doing.
Roll racing. It's fun.
Better.
Yeah.
Is this a kit, off-the-shelf kit, or is it all custom?
No, so I bought the turbo and the headers second hand. The rest of it, the intercooler board, the air intercooler came with the kit. Exhaust was all custom from a mate of mine in Clayton. He modified some of the piping and stuff as well because the kit wasn't running a MAF.
So what have you done with the EFI side of it, like in terms of the engine management?
So it's got computer side of it. It's got the L67 computer in it. Yes. I had to rewire all that and modify the loom to fit all that.
And you can tune that?
Yeah.
Sort of?
Yeah, old software, but it's tunable.
Is that Delco based? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Tuner Pro does
Yep.
horrible things, but it works.
It works.
Gets it working. 80-pound Decker injectors in it. The MSD coils on top because I got them cheap, so may as well use them.
What fuel are you running on this?
98.
It's still 98,
yeah.
Yep.
A daily car.
Okay.
Probably get about 700 Ks a week out of it. It's running 15 pound of boost.
The V6s here, you always had so much room here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that intercooler doesn't even look remotely crammed in there, does it?
No, it takes up a lot of the room. It makes it a little bit more complicated to do your easy stuff on the Ecotechs, but I'm not too sure what brand it is. That always came with the kit.
Remind me what gearboxes these ran.
This is a 4L60.
Oh, it is a 4L60.
Yeah. It's slightly worked, nothing crazy, but the stock 4L paper mache is not worth bothering with.
Yeah.
And again, I got a parts car from the auctions that had the built auto in it. The LSD, because these aren't LSD factory. It's factory diff gears, 307 gears in it, factory converter.
So turbo-wise, Jake, what's this? This is a local.
Yeah, local one. Yeah, Hypergear from Tau. That's a GT 3582R. Got enough chuff in it to get it going. I haven't maxed it out yet, so.
This would come on boost pretty good then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, picks up all right.
What do you rev this to?
Until it changes gears, so I think that gets to about 6,200.
Yep, sounds about right.
But I haven't done the auto yet to lock it into gear, so it just shifts itself at this point, which I need to fix. Probably push a little bit more power out of it, but I think the more power I put into it, the more fluids come out of it.
Yes. Yep.
And I don't really. I've got another motor sitting there.
What do they call it? It's bleeding horsepower.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got an L67 motor sitting at home, waiting to go into this, but I'm just going to wait until this one decides to go first. That's
They're
the
a bit
original
less
engine.
compression, are they?
They got the stronger rods and think slightly dished pistons, so slightly less compression. People are making 700 plus horsepower on those blocks.
Okay.
So there's a few guys in Queensland that are making very good power on them.
Yeah, George Nomag's a big lover of these engines, and he likes the Allotex as well. But they're pretty stout engines when they're set up right.
I've walked into this going, I'll probably get 5 psi before it snaps a rod. Yeah, I ran this 19 pounds down quarter and the knock sensors weren't too happy, but turned them off now, so no issue.
Can you sneak a little bit of ethanol in there, like E30? Can you kind of?
I could probably. It would just be a math-based thing,
Yeah,
so obviously the computer's not going to work it out. I think there are a few people that are trying to figure out how to run flex on these.
What sort of power would these put out on a dyno NA?
Well, I think they came out from the factory with what, 150 at the crank?
Crank, so what they might put out 115 or something.
Something like that, brand
okay.
new. But that's got 340,000 on it, so it was a slow Ecotech before it was turboed.
So we'll bang it on the dyno, and I think you'll easily make double that. I think.
I'm hoping so. I'll be happy with 250.
Yep.